This is a Podfire production.
Come one, come all, it's the Rhys and the Stashman. With love for the hobby and collecting with a passion. What's happening? Ready to talk about the culture? Hip-hop and sports, a podcast to take over. Sharing exposure with opinions and facts. So sit back, relax as the boys have a chat. It's the Rats. No lies, it's the Rats. Rats Life.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup.
Hold up.
Well, I'm just waiting for a mate.
Who's your mate?
James.
Yes, sir. We are finally here, episode 1.
Dude, I'm sitting right beside you, and you have a microphone recording you.
Yes.
I need to keep my ears.
Get ready, guys. At least you don't have the headphones
so
on.
freaking loud.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm
Give me that microphone. I'm a different
next
person.
week I'll be on that side just so I can even out my hearing.
That's
just
great.
is what it is.
That's good. But we are Rhys and the Stashman, and what are we here for?
And I'm the Stashman, and he's Rhys.
I'm Rhys, or Pugs.
Or D for C.
Yep, all that.
Find potholes on your nearest Spotify playlist or Apple Music now.
Or iTunes, pay for it.
That's what Apple Music is.
Or Apple Music. Apple Music's a streaming service as well, but
I mean, it's
it
Apple.
is good. I'll put the link down in the bottom. All right, anyway.
Attention!
This podcast is basically us in a studio, out
Being
on the road. We
on
go
the road again.
A lot of it's going to be like a vlog style. We're going to be with the camera, out and about, doing what we do, and I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, it's just more of us being us.
And we were asked
and
to
you
do it,
guys can like watch it.
Yeah, so it's vlogs. We've got something big coming up.
Are they ready? I don't think.
I don't think you're ready. Nah.
It's gonna be.
Stay tuned.
Rather large, I
Very.
think. Yeah.
So we're also going to get people. We're going to get people coming in, guest speakers, guest artists. I'm used to doing the hip hop thing.
Hey guys, today we have guest artist D4C.
But anyway, forget that. We're like other collectors in the hobby. We'll either stream live stream. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, we could
Live
probably
stream and-
live them in.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, we might just
Get
do
in
some
studio.
behind the scenes for them.
Or if we're traveling around the country, we'll have a chat with them with a video camera.
That's the Leland.
So we're looking forward to it. But yeah, we hopefully we get someone within the next 2 weeks, next 2 episodes. I'm sorry, just to talk about their collection and what they're into. But for this one, we'll start on us too.
Well, I mean, this one I'm kind of just going to talk about, the core of my collection these days. For me,
yeah, I love
my
your collection.
PC will have to come in another time because that's going to be
It's
almost
it's
an
bonkers
episode for itself.
for sure.
Yeah. Good old Ray.
Good old Ray. But anyway, I need to crack this because I'm thirsty. It's hot in here.
So
Little.
no.
What?
So take off. No.
Oh, cracked it. Yes,
That's
sir.
what she said.
Ginger Beer, our unofficial sponsor for years now.
Stop saying it. Cheers.
Stop saying what?
That's what she said.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
GB, unofficial official sponsors of
Cheers. Rats, BBA,
all the
Mojo
above.
Chasers,
All
everything.
the above.
It's that good non-alcoholic beer. My kind of beer. My kind of drink, really.
Bundy actually do a really nice alcoholic version of that. It tastes almost the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
what's the point then? Yeah, I understand.
Nothing.
Anyway. So let's get into you first. How long have you been collecting? I know it's been a while, but...
Don't ever say that sentence ever again.
What?
Let's get into you first. Seriously, guys, have you met Pugs?
I don't talk like that.
No, he doesn't. But that's what makes it funny.
Yeah.
Because he opens that door all the time.
It's all good.
I'm going to love this. You're going to have so many fun outtakes.
Oh, yeah. I'll probably leave them in. I'm going to leave them in.
I feel like you might cut some.
Yeah, so
Maybe.
some will.
Well, personally been collecting the first packet I think I ever opened was 92, 93 Upper Deck.
Woo!
So we're talking 20 years.
It's one of the greatest sets in history.
As a kid, I did collect some rugby league before that, but the first packet I actually ever opened was definitely
That's nice.
92, 93 Upper Deck, which actually, for the sake of it...
Let's do it.
Do I do it? Yeah, I got to do it. Where it at?
There it is.
No, it ain't. There it is.
Oh.
I got this before it decided to go absolutely bonkers. But for this camera.
Look at that. Look at that beauty.
Classic.
It's the greatest card in history.
This was like my favorite card as a kid. I actually pulled one of these as a kid. Obviously, that's not it, but you know, it's nice to get those nostalgic feels.
Ooh.
And it's such an iconic base card, man.
Oh, it
It's
is.
just spectacular. Now I'm going to drool a little because I'm staring at it and put it back down. But you know, that's me. That's where it all kicked off for me. What about you?
Mine's a 92, 93 as well, but it is actually hoops.
Oh,
Yeah, the good
okay.
old $1 packs at the newsagent back in the day.
Yeah, I think they were like $3.
Yeah, and I pulled an MJ in the first one where he's doing a layup like in the face of Hakeem Olajuwon.
Yep.
Ooh, I love that card. That card is amazing. But then I got fixated on Upper Deck as well because it's just amazing product.
Upper Deck.
We love Upper Deck.
Yeah.
Big ups to Upper Deck and especially Chris Carlin, who used to work at Upper Deck. But
Yeah, Chris is now over at
Collectors.
yeah, Collectors Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the
So
man.
He's been doing his thing for a long time. I'm hoping. Well, spoiler alert again.
That's all right.
Hoping I might cross paths with him sometime soon, if not the both of us.
Yes, sir.
So if I do, I'll definitely have to have a yap and see what info I can get out of him
Yeah,
for
when
all the above.
he was the reason us as Box Breakers Anonymous were actually sponsored by Upper Deck,
Yeah.
which was amazing.
Well,
so
official sponsored by
we
Upper
were
Deck.
featured on their website and they spread the news like gospel.
Yeah, they
it was
actually
amazing.
chucked us on their full video blog site, which
Yeah.
was awesome.
And now we look at those videos now and they're cheesy as. But I guess back in those days they were actually pretty
also,
decent.
what? We're not cheesy now?
No. Oh, these don't work for us, obviously. Oh no, we don't have headphones on, so we can't hear it.
Yeah, so...
Maybe it did work.
me. I'll just add them in with my mouth.
Yeah.
It did work? No,
No, we don't need it.
it's okay.
Are you listening to us? Oh, I was gonna say like
No,
how
we're
boring.
just that loud. She can actually hear us
Yeah.
through like the sound
Through the
proofing.
music she's playing
Yeah.
Sesame Street.
Can you tell me how to get? Oh, wow.
Anyway,
Yeah, we haven't changed.
so with your collection, what is actually your PC?
It's kind of a funny one because I was thinking about how to define that recently. For me, like Ray Allen is probably my main PC collection. But with that, I actually recently started clearing out a lot of my Panini stuff and wanted to focus more on the older. So managed to get a couple of Upper Deck autos I never had and always wanted to get. I'll have to bring it in for next time. I managed to get his Refractor rookie card.
Yeah.
BGS graded an 8.5. Literally took me 15 years to track one down. It was one of those cards that I always wanted, but every time I just miss it, whether it be either in a sale post, trade post, eBay, whatever. I just had no luck with it. But I do own it now, which is amazing.
That's a nice card too.
But yeah, like if I'm talking PC players, Ray Allen, but I guess we'll now say old school
Ray stuff.
Allen. Yeah. But
Before Panini, basically.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah.
pre-Panini.
What we grew up with, the nostalgic type stuff, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's what I generally try to focus on because at the end of the day, for me personally, it's my hobby. It's what
straight
I enjoy, and you know, I still love the Panini flawless stuff, and there's still noir,
yes.
like the sneaker spotlight SIGs, all that stuff are just amazing too. So I got a fair bit of that, but outside of that, my collection is definitely Upper Deck focused.
Yeah, straight up.
Players, patches, autos. Recently, there's a couple of sets I'm slowly trying to put together, some of the old Century Legends autos and that, but then I realized Wilt and now Bill Russell are in it, so that's going to be tough. And outside
you
of that,
can do it.
I can dream. But yeah, also 03, 04 in general, especially Ultimate Collection. I'm looking at a lot of the SIGs and patches, jersey cards from that, if I can get my hands on them. So if you got some out there, let me know. But yeah, that's probably the majority of it for me. What about you, dude? What are you doing these days?
Yeah, mine changes all the time, actually. But I primarily focus on Kevin Durant, I guess.
I still have a rookie auto.
But yeah, I know. But also like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, they're like
Oh.
my two go-to guys. But
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I love a good MJ, and I will always.
you have some sick MJs.
Well, I always try to get them if I can get them.
Yeah. Speaking of MJ,
I mean, yeah, we thought we'd put the twinsies out.
yep. So
How
good
ironic
stuff.
we got twin GBs with the twin MJs.
yep, it's good stuff. That's what we're all about here, twinsies. But anyway, that probably came out wrong too.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Twinning. Anyway.
But yeah, my collections. I used to be a big set collector or collector of patches. But I guess since now having a family and everything like that, I've got a lot less to chuck into the hobby. So I just get what I can and trade as much as I can as well. So
Yeah, well, let's be honest. I'm not a big spender. I've never really
Yeah.
worked in industries that gave me a lot of play money, but I've always been.
you've been amazing with trades.
Yeah.
Like-
look, I guess for me, it's always been like. I've definitely lost out in some. I've definitely
sure.
won in some. No one
It
can
evens out.
pick what happens in 3 months, 6 months, 6 years.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I guess it's always as long as I ended up with something I actually really wanted. I feel like that's the key for me.
For sure.
Yeah.
Hey, now I'm also thinking about it. Where I've got written here, like, how long have you been collecting? Like, we both kind of stopped collecting during high school.
Oh no,
It was kind of like on off real quietly in the background.
Yeah,
But
I
then
still open packs. Definitely.
yeah, oh, because they'll just go down to the milk bar or the corner store or whatever you call it, wherever you're from. But
Yep.
and
Well, it wasn't necessarily just basketball. I've always opened.
you've done
packs.
rugby and AFL
Yeah,
and all that kind of thing.
Pokemon.
Well, actually, I used to. I never got into Pokemon, but I did like cricket, and I don't even like cricket.
Dude, Pokemon, Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
You know, guys, if they're. All right, here we go. Let's see if I've got something not basketball related in here. I probably do.
Yeah, that is.
Well, you've got that,
That's
which
great.
is actually out of a basketball product, but this is just, I thought, for a bit of fun
that's sick.
to show one.
Jay-Z, Hover.
It's a Hover Auto. Only these pretty much only came out in 2 years of Topps cards.
Yeah, they're pretty sick.
But you know, I've got that. I'm pretty sure I've got an NFL. Yep, there you go. There's a Peyton Manning
It's
auto
got
as well.
Mixture of everything.
But yeah, I don't discriminate if I'm interested in it, or let's be honest, if it's just shiny.
Yeah, shiny.
Oh, shiny.
Shiny's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it was like after high school, I remember eBay first started popping off, and I just randomly was like, oh, I'm gonna look up basketball cards, and I found a Ray Allen jersey card. Do you remember that? And then
Yep.
I bought it. I went over to his house, probably rode my bike because that's what we did back in the day. And
No. This is when you had the bluey.
I had the Nissan Bluebird
Yep.
with the Viper stripes because I'm gangster like that.
That you painted on yourself.
Yeah, me and my brother painted them on ourselves. It was great. But
Quality.
good old early 2000s. You could do that stuff. Anyway, yeah, and then I took it over to your house and was like, look at this, it has a piece of jersey in it. And we've been hooked ever since. More than anything. That's where Box Breakers Anonymous actually began.
Yeah,
it was after that we started buying boxes.
Pretty much the next day,
Yeah.
I started buying boxes.
Yeah, and
Thanks for that.
I was doing things on YouTube, so we started posting them on YouTube, and then everyone was like getting into it for some reason. We were really one of the only couple of people that were actually doing it. Box breaks on
Well, full box breaks, I think we were probably
Yeah.
one of the first to ever do it in,
Like there
in
was
Australia. at
there was
least.
Travis, Bobby, Army ATC, Addy Ball. Remember Addy Ball, the
Yep.
Filipino dude.
Yep.
Wonga, Infesticide, BMW.
Oh, BMW 01K.
Yeah, that guy was the man. So there was a couple of us that were doing it, but we had our own little community, but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you know, Addy Ball was Philippines, right?
Yeah, he was the one that used to bust all that exquisite,
Yeah, far out.
like 50 cases.
dude, I don't know if those videos would even still be alive on YouTube, but
think they are.
if you guys want to giggle, go check that out. I mean, also if you want to giggle, go check out the old Box Breakers Anonymous vids because apparently we were just younger idiots.
I know I always had my silly facial hair. I was looking at him before because I used to always do Movember.
Oh, yeah, that's
So
right.
I used to have like the curly mustache and everything. It was great. But,
I mean, we were just having fun.
it was great. Speaking of box breaking, let's go to this one. What's your best pull from a pack or a box? I hate to say mine, but
Well, best pull is different to what
pull
got me the most.
Yeah.
Because I might have pulled a 1-of-1 Logo Man rookie auto
Yes, you did.
of Anthony Randolph many
What
moons ago.
product was that from?
Ultimate.
That's right.
0809 Ultimate Anthony Randolph 1-of-1 rookie Logo Man auto. And at that time, he was dropping like 40 points per game in Summer League, and everyone was saying this guy could be the next LeBron. So I pulled it and had no idea and kind of put it on eBay and got
sold
stupid money, and it sold in literally. I got multiple messages instantly, and that actually turned into the only time I was ever lucky enough to open NBA Exquisite Basketball myself.
And you opened it without me. But you were in Sydney. So
yeah, I was
different story.
in a completely different state. And I'm gutted because I never even recorded it. I should have, because it's one. I didn't pull anything good before anyone gets ahead of themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can say I opened NBA Exquisite, which is
that's amazing.
That's goals.
That's a bucket list right there.
Yeah.
My best pull. I was just thinking about it last night actually. Like obviously there's the LeBron auto that I pulled when we were together.
Yeah.
Which was in the intro video. But also in the intro video, if you look, I pulled the EX orange of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Which I think that's way better than the LeBron. So
even
Kobe
though
Bryant.
it's not an auto,
But that card did me pretty well because I ended up moving it at the start of last year and
it's funny because we both pulled LeBron autos.
Start of this year, sorry. Yes.
Because remember in Sydney when we both went down and saw
that's right.
Investicide, we opened that SP signature case.
Yeah.
And I pulled a LeBron auto to 25. Like we've actually had some insane cards go through our hands over the years.
Stupid amount of stuff.
All I'm going to say is I'm kind of glad I can't get into my photo bucket because holy,
dude, I used to collect Logo Mans, like Logo Mans, 101 Logo Mans.
And
I have one left.
But
it's
when
crazy.
you think about it, dude, that set is the only one of its kind ever made.
The Treasury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't only just Treasury. I was getting everything.
Yeah, but mini Logo Mans, you were collecting that set.
I had like 40% of it.
Yeah.
I think it was And
then you just went.
And I went for the Kobe, and that went for stupid amount of money, which wasn't actually a stupid amount of money when you look at it now. Back in those days, yes, it was. But these days, it's like, man, that guy got it for a steal. But because that got sold somewhere else, I was like, And then I had some little punk kid from Canada offer me a huge amount for what I had, and I was like,
little punk kid, come on, man. He was just collecting. Leave him alone.
Nah, he was using dad's money.
Oh, well.
So I let him.
But yeah, it's funny because the weirdest thing about us is I actually ended up working in sales and crap forever, and I like selling things except this. It's such my hobby that I suck at selling it.
Yeah.
It's always been I'd prefer to trade because if I let something go, I wanted something coming back in return. And yeah, I know I'm going to cop but if you have money, you can get whatever you want. But at the same time, half the things I actually want aren't just readily available.
Yeah, for sure. Whereas I sell everything.
Yeah.
I have an eBay shop and
yeah,
I find it easy to sell. And then some days I'll sell things and I'm like, oh man, why'd I sell that for? Which goes into the biggest regret in the hobby.
Also, he has a great tendency to just go ahead and sell it and then tell me when he's packaging it up because it's already sold.
Yep.
Rather than actually let me know he needed money and I might have bought it and we'd still have it.
Yeah, probably. One of my regrets was actually LeBron. Whoa. Michael Jordan rookie. I said LeBron again.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, man, this is getting weird.
Yeah, so I sold a Michael Jordan rookie at the beginning of 2020 because what was it for? This thing.
The computer died.
I need a new laptop for my music, and I was like, okay, this is probably the most liquid card in the hobby. I'll sell it, and I can just get another one because there's that many out there. And
well, you're right because you do have another one.
Yeah, and I'll probably sell that eventually soon as well and get another one later on down the track. But so if anyone wants this one, make an offer. It's a 6.5. It has 3.9 subgrades and then a 5.5 for centering. So it's mint besides the centering pretty much.
Yeah, it's
but Yeah, I sold that in early 2020. Needed a computer. COVID came out of nowhere. The Last Dance came out of nowhere, and that card basically
sold it for the price of a laptop.
I sold it for my laptop, the price of my laptop, and by the time COVID came around and Last Dance and everything,
Dude,
I could have got like 6 laptops.
4 months later.
Yeah.
Literally. It was insane.
So it is what it is. So that is kind of a regret, but
I mean,
it worked out for me, so it's all good. And
it's ebbs
I
and
continued on
flows.
in life.
Like I just said before, man. You don't know with collecting and how you do things and that you don't even know.
Yeah.
All it takes is one of these new school influence guys to jump onto something, and then suddenly it's tripled in value in a week. It's a completely different world we live in now, especially I call it, the good old post-COVID collecting life, because
good times.
people love to jump on, we all got a little stir crazy at times and had a lot more free time on our hands. So definitely took advantage in falling into things we loved, which then turned into people wanting to invest in what they love, which I personally think that's probably one of the best things out of it.
Yeah, it's not all good. Actually, another regret. My ultimate patch auto MJ.
To 15, one of
Numbered
15.
to 15.
Yeah, I remember it.
Bro.
I was so mad.
I sold that because I was getting married.
Yeah,
so
but at that time,
could've
I
gone to
didn't
you.
own a Jordan Auto,
Yeah.
and he sells it. And I find out literally when
we'll
we
head
are
into
going
the post
to
office.
the post office.
Yeah.
I'm like, you did what?
And well, the thing is, I bought it for $400, sold it for $1,200, which helped the wedding and all that good stuff. But that card now
it's probably $20K.
is ridiculous. That's my car outside, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
But it worked. I made a profit, so
I mean,
I can't complain.
The things you do, and let's be honest, the things we do where this hobby has helped us in the long run is actually insane.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we're still in the hobby.
yeah,
We work in the hobby now.
I know
crazy.
That's crazy to talk about too.
Platinum Standard Grading. Get your cards graded right now. PSG.cards.
Wow. Yeah, that happened.
It did.
And then I'll go psgrading.net.
Yes, sir. Go platinum.
What?
Protect your cards. All right, anyway. What's your white whale?
Well, I have one.
Yours will be the same as mine, I bet you.
Yeah. 8485 star 101.
Yes, sir.
I'd
same set as what these come from.
Yeah. And I'd love it in a 6 or above.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty
That's
much
one card you need graded.
Yeah.
I'd go a 2 or a 1. I just want it.
I'd just love a 6 to go with my 6 that I already
Makes
have.
sense.
So, I mean, if I got higher than that, doing my happy
Sweet.
dance.
Yeah.
Doing my happy dance. But
That would be actually sick. So
know-
for me, my one card that I want, besides like the MJs and all that kind of thing, would be a 96-97 Kobe refractor.
yeah. Yeah, it's my Ray.
That thing's ridiculous.
The Ray I've got.
Yeah. I remember seeing one, I think it was, who had it down in Sydney? Was it Lee?
Ed Lee.
Ed Lee, sorry.
It's all right.
Ed Lee.
That's what I'm for.
That thing was amazing. And it was the first time I saw one in person. And I was just like,
wait. Are you talking the finest refractor, the gold version, or are
No,
we talking
Topps
the
Chrome.
Topps Chrome refractor? Because for me,
Finest
the
is
Kobe
pretty
I
dope.
want is the finest Airs gold
that is
Kobe
pretty sick. Yeah.
refractor. That thing is just stupid.
Yeah.
It is one of the most spectacular cards I've ever seen in hand. I'm still kicking myself because I had the gold Airs base rookie.
Oh, yeah.
And of course I moved it because it was Kobe.
Now you wish you had it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Dude, I moved what I was talking about before, the EX Orange at the start of the year. And I'm still like, man, I wish I still had that. But that got me the
Jordan
MJ
back.
rookie.
Yeah.
So it worked out well. It's all good.
Look, and
we had fun.
yeah, you enjoyed yourself. That's the main
Yeah,
thing.
it was great. And I got to help pay for like my family's holidays.
Oh, dude,
I gave my wife some money.
That,
So it worked out really well. It was great. And it all came from a card that I busted in a box that I would have bought for like $80 back in 2006, 2007.
0607 EX.
EX.
We were opening.
They were like $75.
Yeah, I was going to say $65 to $85 a box. We
Yeah,
were paying
so-
for that stuff.
And yeah, that's that one card from like 2006 16 years later, I was able to do some cool stuff with. So
Dude,
it worked out well.
But like I said, it's funny how sometimes I guess we overanalyze it, but the hobby provides a little bit when you need it to.
Yeah, for sure. Well,
So-
how do you think I've gotten with my music? I've gotten around to the Philippines. I've been
I know how
everywhere.
you've gotten, yeah.
It's because I've sold off Kobe autos. Back when Kobe autos were like $100 to $150 each, I sold that many. It's ridiculous. Now those cards would be worth $2,000 each. I could have only sold one and I would have been able to do the trip. But it is what it is.
Well, we can talk about how half of those Kobe autos fell
Came
into
from
your
you.
hands.
Yeah. But I gave you an MJ auto. So
Yeah, just happened to be staring at me already.
Look at that thing. Man, that's a story and a half. That right there. That's one of the greatest stories in this hobby.
What do you reckon? I tell it and
Let's
then
do it.
Let's tell this story today while I've got this in hand and we're thinking about it. So this thing,
Dun, 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 dun.
but this card right here is the 0405 Upper Deck R class artifacts jersey auto number to 50. Awesome part about this is that the jersey in it is actually from All-Star Game.
That's cool.
Yeah. Now this thing, I won this card on eBay.
I remember.
I want to say, what, 10 plus years ago.
Oh, easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
So minimum of 10 years ago, I won this exact card. I won it on eBay. After I won it, the dude sent me photos on angles disclosing damage. Now, when I said to him, like, look, is there any negotiable? I want the card. I'm happy to pay for it. He instantly cancelled it because I'm guessing he didn't get the money he originally wanted. Because I won it well, but let's be honest, Jordan autos at the time weren't what they are now.
Yeah.
He cancelled it. So I was bummed, but life goes on. AKA, what, 3, 4 years
Oh, it would have been longer than
like
that
nearly
because
4 or 5 years later.
yeah.
This guy sends me a message, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, holy crap, what do I pick? And I'm like, what? I got a choice between a Steph Curry or an MJ. I'm like, it's not even a choice. It's MJ. Yeah, sick. I already accepted that one. I just wanted to see what you'd say. I'm like, all right, yep, no worries. All right, can't wait to see it. Anyway, he doesn't actually send me the photos of what it is until he gets it in hand. Sends me a photo of the card. I'm like, he doesn't hear from me, I reckon, for a solid 20 minutes. Because here I am, the second I get sent this photo, I'm scrolling through our conversation for screenshots. Now, I don't know about a lot of you guys. I'm sure you all have at least one or two guys that you're constantly in contact with where the screenshots are just, it's wrong. Like you go through it, it could take hours. Luckily, 20 minutes, I found it. I sent him back. Holy crap, that's my card.
Yep.
He's like, yeah, I remember you won just like it. No, that is my exact card. Sent him back the screenshot I'd sent him moons ago. Numbered 30 or 50, the exact same serial number, exact same card. Of course, now at this time when he won it, it was BGS graded 8.5 with a 10 for auto. I'm like freaking out going, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I need to get it off you. Because at this time, this was his second Jordan auto. He actually had one of the sickest Jordan autos still in hand. No, this was your triple hardwood jumbo.
Oh, yeah, that thing was sick. Man.
Yeah. You're like, shut up.
That's another regret we can talk about later.
But yeah, so he already had one at the time. So we work it out. And at the time, the card was probably only worth $1,500.
It's about $1,500 bucks. Close to maybe 2,000 max.
Yeah. So I end up giving him, I don't know, it was about 8 autos in the end. There was like 5 Kobe's,
KDs and
2
Kobe's,
KDs, and something else.
So this is back when they were all like $150
Kobe,
cards. And the Kobe rookie.
And the Kobe
9.5.
Tops 9.5 rookie as well.
Yep.
Gave him that. So there was like 8 cards that he went, and they weren't small ones. There were flawless Kobe autos. There was 2 of those.
And there was a KD patch auto, flawless as well.
Yeah.
Man.
Like the stuff I gave him, if I owned now, would be worth
a lot. Dude, if I had them still, they'd be worth a lot.
Just
that's how I got to the Philippines.
Yeah. It paid for a lot in the end, at least. But yeah, so long
Twice.
story short, it took someone dodging me, followed by
One spot in the Raz.
one spotting 100 spot Raz.
Yes, sir.
For me to finally get this card in hand.
It cost me like $15 in the end, I think.
Yeah, it cost him 15. It cost,
Yeah.
trust me, it cost me a lot more.
It was worth it.
Yeah, and I still have it. And because
That's
of this
sick.
story, I'll never move it. It can't.
If it was to go anywhere, it'll be right here.
Actually, that's a lie. We did discuss this. The only way
Oh,
I'd move
wait.
this is if it went for a Jordan Exquisite auto.
Yep. So if anyone has an exquisite auto and they want this card, hit us up.
I mean,
Why not?
yeah.
Russ
And,
Westbrook.
Let's also clear that up. I'm not thinking I would get a 1-for-1 trade in this situation.
Oh, he will.
No, I'm
Nah, I
not
know.
the Minnesota Miracle Man.
I know.
But yeah,
Or the
no,
Utah
that's-
Jazz.
Oh,
That trade is ridiculous. Those trades.
oh, dude, I
Still
can't
get
even
over it.
think about how much went into that handover. And at the time, I didn't even flip. I'm like, I don't care. And it was funny. You were just like sitting there when we did it, and you're like, oh, I can't believe I'm giving you Jordan auto. And then you kept staring at the 2 Kobe flawless in your hands, like, yeah, I'm all right with this though.
And then remember, like the week after, I won those 3 Kobe graded National Treasure cards.
Yeah, 2 NTs and 1.
What on earth?
Was it an immaculate?
Yep.
Yep, like an immaculate auto. Like,
So
yeah, he had like at one stage like 20 different Kobe autos.
it was great. It was good times.
You're living your best life at that moment.
I have 2 left, but they're different ones.
Yeah. I think I have more Kobe autos than
Yeah,
you.
you probably do.
Yeah.
That's all right. Who do you support, and why do you support them?
Boston. You
Yes.
already know this.
Yeah, I know.
Celtics.
These guys. Yeah, I know. We talked
I
about it
feel-
earlier.
Yeah, I feel like
Where did that start
anyone
from?
who probably has wanted this video already knows this.
Yeah.
But for me, born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, so of course MJ was both of our main contributor to why we fell in love with basketball to start with. But when I really started to dive into it and I looked at the cultural aspects and the history and everything that happened, Boston is where I landed.
Nice.
Just the history in that franchise is just second to none.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So,
Which
same
is
goes.
funny. Mine kind of goes the same way, but
Yeah.
instead, I loved Magic Johnson.
Yeah,
Magic Johnson, I just loved the way he played, the flashiness, the always smiling and having fun, just enjoying basketball. That was appealing to me. And then Jordan smoked him in the 91 finals, and I was just like, this guy's amazing. So then just completely fell in love with Michael Jordan. And so it was the Bulls in the late 90s, but it was Lakers like from day dot.
Yeah.
And then it's obviously been Lakers since like Shaq, Kobe. And then that kind of ended 4 years ago. But
yeah, well,
I still love the Lakers. Let's be honest, but yeah, it's difficult at the moment for myself.
I mean, it's funny. The flashiness of the game is what you fell in love with Magic, and the history and all the things that encompass. May rest in peace. Bill Russell is why I fell in love with
Yeah,
Boston.
Bill Russell's a goat though.
Look, I'm not even talking about the rings. Just that man.
Just as a human.
Yeah, actually, I'll put this out there. There is a special. I think it was Bill Simmons did it, and Mr. Russell's house. And he spends like an hour just having a conversation with him.
Oh, nice.
If you ever want to learn about a dude, honestly, he has the most infectious laugh, and just yeah. I'd say if you haven't seen it before, that's something I'd say is worth a watch, guys.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to check that out myself.
Yeah.
So, speaking of goats,
Oof.
who are your goats?
Well,
It's tough in basketball.
It's MJ.
Yeah,
like
has to be.
to me, the eye test with Michael Jordan is second to none.
Yeah,
But I wasn't alive to see generations before him.
yeah, for sure.
So I'm influenced by that more so because he's the main reason I fell in love with basketball. Outside of that, sporting goats, oh man, it's tough because, you know, I think it all falls down to the same criteria. It's very subjective, seeing which ones you you kind of develop a connection with, or
Yeah, for
you
sure.
love watching, etc. So, I think the goat of goats for me would have to be MJ and probably Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, nice.
Ironically, I have an Ali card too, but I don't actually have it here today. I'll have to bring that next time. Australian sport goats?
Yeah, go Australian.
Gazy.
Oh, for sure.
Andrew Gaze is second to none. Like, talk about popularizing basketball in Australia. Him and Leroy Loggins,
Yep.
when I was a kid, were probably the two dudes that I watched the most in Australia.
Well, you
Leroy,
you
'cause I
grew up here
on the Gold
yeah.
Coast, so he was just up the street. But even there's so many great basketball players that were in Australia as well.
Oh yeah, for
Like
sure.
Darryl McDonald.
Yeah, well, he was my coach.
Yeah, there you go.
So, like, I grew up in Melbourne, so like my Australian like basketball goats were like Sam McKinnon, Chris Anstey,
Yeah.
Darryl McDonald,
dude. Oh, man,
all those guys,
it's
man.
still weird.
Adonis
that
Jordan.
We've had conversations with Chris Anstey now.
I know. Dude, speaking like
Yeah,
we're about to go on something with Chris Anstey.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
and that dude, I still remember watching that Southeast Melbourne Magic team.
No, that was the
And then
best. That was my team.
suddenly, like 6 months later, he was playing for Dallas.
Yeah, I know.
I still have that. I have that autographics card.
Yeah.
That thing, it's dude could ball, man. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
and even Luke talking about it.
Luke, yeah.
Luke Longley, man.
Luke.
Like talking about loving that whole Bulls era MJ. Luke was a massive part of it for me because it was
for
a
sure.
familiarity thing with him being an Aussie and hearing that accent.
Yeah, this little
from
humble,
time
this
to
big
time
humble
was
dude.
so funny, man.
Yeah. Luke was like Australian icon back in those days, in the mid 90s actually. Yeah.
Well, no, what's funny though, I still don't think he was as big an icon at that time as Gazy was.
Oh no, but Gaze was.
Him and Shane Heal back then.
Well, Shane Hill played here, didn't he, in Brisbane?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him Sydney Kings, but then I believe it was
Kings
Brisbane
is
as well.
where he's probably most known for, but yeah.
But like,
I mean, he
yeah,
did
Andrew
play
Gaze
in
was
the NBA
killing
as
it.
well.
Yeah, he did actually.
T-Wolves.
Dude, I remember when there was that 96 Olympics
The
scrimmage match with the US Team USA, and like Shane Hill was like getting in on it with like Charles Barkley, and then 4 years later, it was with Vince Carter. Man, gotta love Aussies, eh?
No.
Especially little man syndrome, Shane Hill.
No back down.
Nah, that was sick.
Zero.
All right, music. Let's get into music, man.
Park.
Yes, sir. Nicki Minaj. Blasphemy right there. Yes, he's left. This is the Rhys Show. How you all doing?
No one wants to just see him, so I'll come back.
Nah,
Oh.
I'm good. Yeah, so obviously, Park, what's your favourite song?
So many cheers.
Hey, man. I can't even answer because mine are the exact same. Favourite album?
Probably Me Against the World.
Yeah, same here. Oh, Machiavelli is another one for me.
Yeah, and All Eyes on Me.
Yeah, he had a good 2-year period where he just could not miss.
No.
All right, so that one was easy.
I mean,
It's Puck all day. That's an
actually
order
how
we
we,
need.
between basketball and Tupac's, how we became best mates
Met each other at
25 years ago.
PCYC Monaco.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, so the new NBA season has started, 2022-23.
Yep.
What's your predictions?
Well, I'd love to see Boston make it back to the finals. I think they've upgraded their roster.
Who'd they get this? Oh, they got Brogdon.
Brogdon.
Yeah, that's a good.
They got Danilo, but unfortunately he's injured. But then we got Blake
He'll be
Griffin
back.
as
He'll
well.
be back. Yeah,
So
the workhorse.
No complaints.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'm going Brooklyn. I reckon if they can put it together, it'll be insane.
Well, they can't go worse than they did last year.
No.
So, yeah, that's Boston out the East. Out the West, though, that's your conference.
It's my conference.
Your Lakers.
Yeah, well, they're going to trade LeBron halfway through the year, and then they're going to go all the way.
I
So
wish we had the
if that
cricket
does
sound right
happen,
now.
this is going to get reposted. But I don't know. You can't go past Phoenix. Phoenix are very, very good. Dallas, I reckon Luka's going to have a year.
Oh, Luke already looks like he's going to have a year.
Yeah. So speaking of having a year, MVP.
I reckon there's going to be Joker hangover. I don't think he can get 3 in a row. That's just plus the return of Jamal Murray. It's going to take a lot of his facilitating away. So I reckon his stats, at least in assists and things like that, will probably come down a little bit. So I don't think he will get a third.
True.
Giannis deserved it last year. You know who might finally break through is Joel Embiid. He's been like second for the last 3 years. I don't know. Hopefully just not LeBron.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. So that's us. Thanks for joining in, tuning in, all that good stuff. This is Stashman.
I mean, he's got too many names, but we'll call him D for C.
Yeah. I'm Rhys. You can catch me at Mojo Chasers. You can catch him at Stashman BBO. PS Grading, at PS Grading. Check them out. And we are the Rats Podcast.
Of course, shout out to PSG for sponsoring our new little fun times here in the studio.
Yes, sir.
Look forward to many more. But yeah, psgrading.net. Check them out. Grade. If you love to grade, they are the one for us, at least in Australia. So
yes, sir.
Till next time.
Yes, sir. And we are Rats Podcast. You can check us out at Rats Podcast. It's pretty easy.
I mean,
and
at the legit social.
Any questions that you have, you can send us questions and we'll answer them during the podcast.
Yeah, guys, look, if you get the chance, especially follow at Rats Podcast on Instagram. If you do so, send messages through there, anything like that, any ideas, anything you're curious about. Happy to answer them, and we will probably have a little Q&A section leading forward in the next couple. But
yes,
thanks for coming through. Thanks for checking it out. We will talk to you all soon. Till then, what do we say?
May the mojo be with you.
And also with you.
Oh!
Peace.